What's up, guys? We are live in Douglas, Georgia for the Force Invitational number 2. How you feeling?
Back at it again, quickly after a great opening tournament and session about 2 months ago. We're already back on the mats with some extremely talented individuals here for about a $1,600 prize pool.
$1,600 prize pool. We got actually 2 or 3 spots that was just filled in the last 24 hours, I would say. All of them game opponents. Before we kick it off, though, I want to throw something up real fast. Force 2 is dedicated to Sam Morris. Man, That was sad. I know to hear that recently.
Had a terrible situation occur here at Force Jiu-Jitsu with a very talented grappler, young man. Mom, Dana Morris, dad, Mark Morris. Blue belt here under Wyatt Montgomery. State placer in wrestling at his high school, and just an overall amazing kid, hard worker. Had an accident. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and we just wanted to take time to recognize him and everybody that was affected by that. He was an amazing part to this community, and he will be missed, and we look forward to carrying on for him and keeping him alive here at Force Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep. And some of the rule set for today, I know it's kind of the same as it was last time, but in case you missed it, it's submission only. We got 8-minute matches this time. 10 minutes for the final. That's the only thing that's a little different. EBIOT. Wyatt's padded wall that you'll see in the video, it's in play now. Sweet. So we obviously no jumping gold, no flying scissors, no slams outside of submissions.
And so we should see a nice little match here, especially with the talent that we have, needing the extra 2 minutes to help hopefully with increasing the amount of submissions that we see throughout the tournament. We saw a great pace with 6-minute matches in the original. With the skill level that you have coming in here today, 6 minutes to get a kill is just, you're asking for a lot. Yeah. And hell, you're asking for a lot with 8 minutes. So excited to see what these guys can get done, and get ready to get into the brackets soon. Yeah.
Speaking of the bracket, here we go. I know y'all saw it in the thumbnail. I believe this is the updated one. Yes. So we filled every spot. Nobody has a bye anymore.
And we'd like to thank Andreas and Hayden for stepping into the 2 spots that were missing. We were down to 14 competitors, and these 2 young men stepped up, decided to hop in last minute for their shot at $1,600 today, and look forward to seeing them in their matches.
Yes, and if you caught the pre-show earlier on Instagram, Wyatt was saying that, man, Andres hasn't trained regularly in the last little while, but he stepped in just fresh off of out of town, man. So you gotta give big ups to those guys jumping in with some game matches on every single match.
And we have refereeing the matches today, Coach Jay Edwards from Relentless Jiu-Jitsu, black belt under the Divine umbrella.
Okay. And just right before we get started, here's the sponsors. We're fixing to kick it off, but just a shout out to those guys. You'll hear more about them later, but we could not do it without them, man. This is an event. We're getting off to jiu-jitsu, so I'm going to leave it with you till Jimmy gets here, and we're going to kick it to the camera.
All right, thank you, Nate.
Yes, sir.
All right, right off the bat, we have Kevin Beuhring in the white and black, or gray and black, along with Thomas Stevens. Already down onto the ground, Kevin looking to insert a form of leg entanglement with a butterfly hook. 2 top-level competitors here after it, right out the gate. Thomas previously was in the Force Invitational, did well with his competition. Back at it again. Believe he trains with Luis Pilares. Kevin Beuhring's been on the scene for quite a while recently, having some success, quite a bit of success at the PGF. Had an amazing match with PJ Barch. Beautiful leg entanglements. PJ ultimately ended up, we have a bite on the heel. And Thomas looking to disengage and come back on top. From the matches I've seen with Thomas, he is relentless with his pressure on top. And Kevin is just comfortable playing bottom. Really looking to get into leg entanglements for those individuals that want to continue. Looks like we ran out of bounds. We're centering back up. Thomas sits, and we go. Kevin is very patient. He looks to solidify a situation, and if he can pass, seems like to chair sit, take the back, rear naked choke as his go-to. Doesn't seem to really force the issue. Beautiful game. Here it looks like he's stepping to the inside, trying to develop a headquarters position, and now kicking some weight down. Good elevation by Thomas, who stands, and now they're wrestling. Thomas looking to get more to a north-south position, create some weight and pressure, settle in. Let's just see how comfortable Kevin is here on the bottom from a north-south position on an opponent who likes to be on top. I don't imagine there's going to be too much stress or panic at the moment. And you just saw recently in the CJI that the Hackett brothers are using this north-south positioning to really pass and control their opponents. So I anticipate we're going to start seeing a lot more of that coming up in these upcoming matches here at the local levels as well. Pace slowing down just a little bit. Thomas not getting in too much of a rush. You don't want to give Kevin too much room to maneuver. Just cooking at the moment, trying to make him carry his weight. Thomas now with a cross face and the arm tied up. Looks like it could really bind Kevin up here a little bit. Driving his knee up onto his belly. Kevin patiently recovering, looking to grab a leg. Jimmy Barnett about to hop onto the mic with me. Jimmy from Tech Center, Eastman, Georgia.
What up, guys?
Good to see you.
You too, man.
Missed you.
I almost didn't make it.
Well, we've got Kevin on bottom here. He's already been in this position before and was able to finagle his way out. Thomas back on top. But no real threats for attacks at the moment. Just more positional. Very good pace, though, by these two competitors.
Back to a neutral position.
Oh, wow.
Chat's going off.
They are. They have been in it. John LeMaster. He likes a certain kind of music. Mark Horan in the chat. Former competitor.
He's looking for the straight arm. He's looking for the straight arm right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, sir.
Arm exposed. Triangle set up here. Beautiful setup. Forcing Kevin to scramble. With Kevin having his arm around the hip here, it does make it a little more difficult to finish the traditional triangle. Not impossible, but you see Kevin trying to step over the head and change that angle. What do you like to do when they hide the arm there around the hip?
He just did swim move, pulled it right across.
Yep, he got it across. Yep, and he lost him. Now fell back into a leg entanglement outside.
Good clearing the knee. Very good defense there.
Thomas did a great job of recognizing when his leg was too exposed, just abandoning, ready to get out and start over.
Yeah, to answer your question earlier, I like to hit a knee pump. I like to grab my shin and hit a knee pump to get that arm across with a little swim move. He's doing a good job of getting back to this side control position, getting the top, tacking arms. What are the rules today? Are we going to go into OT and have traditional EBI overtime? Or
we are going to have traditional 3 EBI overtimes if the round the match does not finish in the 8-minute time limit, so we are going from 6 minutes to 8-minute matches this time around. Final will be 10.
Nice. 1 minute left.
Very exciting, high-paced match. Been a lot of pressure from Thomas on top to really keep the match active. And Kevin has had quite a few grips on the legs that he just hasn't been able to solidify. Thomas looks like he's using a quarter Nelson here to try to turn him up into a choke. Were we looking at a Peruvian attempt?
I was going to say, it looks like he was attempting a Peruvian.
A chance for a backdoor triangle now, a omoplata. Just quite a few attacks chained in there. See if Kevin sits for the leg. He does.
He just slips it.
Slips it out.
His attempts have all been, Tom, his attempts have been all pretty solid. Pretty solid attempts. Just missing a little bit of like pressure or something to just solidify the position to finish every time, and it just did such a good job of making him in that awkward position to stop him from getting the finishes.
I see Nick is in the chat. Thomas looking good at denying the first attempts. I agree, Nick. And Mark, yes, we are all lucky that you are not here. But it has nothing to do with your ability on the mats.
Hey.
I'm kidding. Don't take it out on me next time we train.
Such a little guy. That Mark.
All right, here we are with Thomas on the back. For those of you that aren't aware of EBI overtime rules, the opponents have a choice in the starting position of an immediate threat. So, for example, the back attack, as soon as Kevin escapes, Thomas's attempt to win will be denied. Kevin, in turn, gets a chance to also submit. They can be done from the back or from an arm entanglement. Nick seems to think that if a lot of these matches go into overtime, that Kevin has a lot of experience that's really just going to give him the favor long term in this bracket. It'll be hard for someone else to finishing in the minimal time frame that they have. And this looks tight. Deep. Yes, and that is a kill. Kevin Beuhring with the win, moving on to the quarterfinals.
Quick choke incoming.
And it was just a beautiful rear naked choke. A lot of pressure right out the gate.
You got your pin.
Yeah, so we have Kevin moving on to the quarterfinals. And our next matchup, Jay Purvis from Relentless Jiu Jitsu in Hoboken versus Markyle Bouie, 10th Planet, ADCC Trials veteran at 14 years old.
How many matches have they had so far?
This is the second match of the day so far.
Oh, so I got here right on time.
You are Mr. On Time.
Mr. On Time.
Very interested to see this. Love Jay's style. He is very, very aggressive, but yet doesn't panic if he gets into a bad spot. Markyle, from what I've seen, is a very well-rounded game. Doesn't mind leg entanglements. Doesn't mind trying to come up on top. Will play the game that he needs to. Some pressure from Markyle on top.
Just right to it.
Yep.
Attack after attack after attack. I'm really liking this. And he fell off, and he's like entering right into this triangle and like recollecting with the leg. Now look, he's just getting his legs back in front, swimming in on the arm. I just love how he's chaining all these attacks together. Woo!
We have a double outside Ashi here. Jay looking to try to open up the legs and free the knee line.
There was some pressure there before he got that clear.
And these guys are just so talented in the leg game now. Things that we wouldn't have seen 10 years ago, white belts, blue belts, just really fire in.
He's 14 years old.
Yeah, 14. He has some amazing YouTube videos, some of his matches and highlights. You get to really see, a lot of the different components of his game. And Jay in here really not scared to really hop in there and be aggressive, and that was a very deep inside heel hook there on Jay.
The position of his leg
looks like he's in a bit of a ham sandwich. If Markyle were to try to, Markyle still rolls up on top.
It's working to the back.
Blocking the hook. You don't see any panic on either one of these two competitors' faces. Both of them young, not 14 young, but Jay is, I'd say he's about 20 years old. Jay's looking to get under the neck here, keeping the cross grip. Switches off to a Kimura grip. Markyle, excellent job turning in to avoid the arm bar, standing up.
Now he's on top.
Half guard.
I like how he's pinching his knees there and then hip switching, trying to get past. Just shows that he's in this position a lot, and he's comfortable here. It's like he's entering some rubber guard.
I don't think you should be 6'2", 210 pounds and be able to bend that way naturally without any issue. Must be nice. Jay trying to climb the guard up higher. Markyle doing a good job, not providing many attack options. Falling back on a quick leg lock. Very interesting.
Doing a good job of regaining his feet. He's depending a lot on some flexibility there and those young youthful joints. I'd have broke twice already.
I'm not even sure I ever had them. Nice.
There he is.
Nice little entanglement.
Now he's trying to hide his feet and get an attack of his own.
Interesting foot placement there, trying to keep Markyle away from climbing back up.
Looking for that, was that corkscrew toe?
Yep. I don't know about with the leg being straight if that's going to be a good finish.
He's got to push it towards his butt like he's trying to put his toes in his butt. Both guys in on top. That I seen him wince a little bit. The control of the knee line, the control of the ankle and stuff just wasn't quite where it needed to be for him to get that crunch that he needed.
Jay with a Kimura grip here, looking to throw the leg over the top for some potential attacks. Now he's into the leg off of it. In a 50-50 position. And these 50-50 positions are just amazing what these young guys can do with these leg entanglements.
And it's interesting to see how different each school is. Like, different schools do different ways, the way they step on the heel or figure four the legs. And it's just interesting to see how, like, each school differs in a way, but it's all the same end goal. Markyle with the tap.
Looked like he got him with an Achilles lock.
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. Whole lot. He had the toes covered, pulling the heel towards him, but I couldn't actually tell what it was. I was too busy looking at the comments here.
Excellent job by Markyle Bouie. Moving on to the quarterfinals, where he'll face Kevin Beuhring.
We got Trent and who?
Moving on to our third match, we have Terrance Brown and Trent Creech.
Brown said, "Excellent work, Markyle. Aoki lock." Appreciate you, Brian. It was an Aoki lock.
Terrance Brown, training at 10th Planet Atlanta, brown belt there. Nice 2-on-1 grip. Along with Trent Creech from Gracie Baja, Somerville, and Gracie Charleston.
These guys are a little ferocious, trying to get after it. You know how long these two have been training?
I'm not sure how long Terrance or Trent have been training. Both are brown belts. As it seems like Terrance has been training for a while. He's been to switch gyms a few times, and now is with 10th Planet. Trent likes to push the pace and keep pressure. He says training with the best, you have to be able to keep that intensity level up if you want to improve.
Nick said this is a fire matchup. Nice little Aoki.
Underhook for Trent. Nice grip strip there by Trent. I'm going to say the same name multiple times here, with it being Terrance and Trent together. Nice. Entanglement into the legs. Quick pace.
Lifted the hips.
Push him off and just back into it. Trying to get dominant position there.
Arm in guillotine here.
Lets it go. Doesn't burn out the arms. Smart. Now we get to see closed guard. Traditional closed guard for those that haven't tuned in a while.
It's pretty funny. You haven't been doing jiu-jitsu since 2000.
You might not have seen much of this recently.
Wait, since the 1900s.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to get a little knee shield going, and
not much space.
Not enough space created. He went right back to his closed guard.
Well, sometimes you get stuck underneath bottom, and you want to open up with someone and try to be offensive, and you just don't feel like the space is there.
And then they're like, "Where you going?" Nowhere.
Trent blocking the biceps. Going to make it very difficult for Terrance to really get something going. But Trent might just be trying to be patient and see when Terrance opens the legs up willingly.
This is one of those positions that when I go teach and stuff, I talk a lot about. People take their knee and try to go straight center to
wedge open the
legs. If they would just go far side butt cheek, far side, they wouldn't be able to just lift and shift back in front of them. It would make it easier to open. I think that's what he was trying to look to do. Now it looks like Terrance is trying to get that hook in to kind of lift his hips and turn him up.
We might have a body lock pass on the way.
Good. Good.
Good use of the hands on the chin to keep his head up.
Little shaky shake. They're both laughing about it.
It is highly effective.
It is. He's got his butterflies in. He's framing with his arms. It looks like he's trying to just shift his hips a little bit so he can start getting the elbows to pop out just a little. So, see, it looks like he's looking to maybe reach around, get that little position in.
And there might be people who don't necessarily know, how intensive this is in the match. They want to see a little more high pace, a little more action. But this is grueling. Really, it's not easy for Trent on top, but for Terrance on bottom to just keep this pressure off of him. Yes, and Trenton's realizing that wasn't really going to get him too far. They're both back on their feet. But I tell you, when it wears your opponent down for an 8-minute match and potential overtime afterwards, those types of little victories can land you somewhere at the end, hopefully with your hand raised.
Let me straighten my arms, push under your chin, and let you burn your arms out for 5 minutes, and then we'll go into overtime. Smart strategy.
It's not going to take 5 minutes for my arms to burn out.
Yeah. Mine either. Terrance with good head position here. He understands where his head needs to be.
Trent with a low underhook there. Reminds me of when Sean Strickland got his elbow popped.
I really like his head positioning here. And it's like he understands that, like, pushing the hips to the body. So he understands, like, wrestling. You can tell that he wrestles a little bit. Now see how his head fighting, and now he's going to that collar tie. You can see some little snaps, some little jerks, some little shakes.
We're going to see a slide by. 2-on-1 drag.
For the drag bys and duck unders. And
look at the forward lean Trent's putting into it, like the Greco wrestlers, just making you carry all of that weight. Quick arm drag attempt there.
He's not putting his body behind the elbow. He's just allowing another guy to kind of spin out. But nice little underhook. And it's deep enough, too, to protect his own elbow from that, was that mirror lock, standing mirror lock, or the Sean Strickland, as you called it.
Terrance with great head positioning here. Let's see what happens. Uchimata from the beginning.
Oh, he's looking for that old school, what it looked like.
Into a knee shield half guard here.
That's what he wanted earlier. Maybe that's the guard that he plays. I noticed that a lot of brown belts, people from our generation, really like that knee shield. It was my first guard that I learned, like open guard. Still one of my favorites.
Great Ashi entry off of it.
Good entry. Back on their feet.
Well, if you're a leg player, and that guard is ideal for entanglements.
Look at the respect, man. And give him time to fix his knee brace. Gave him a little bit of a breather. He was like, no, I'll let him fix his knee brace. That's what I love about our sport. You want to
win, but you want to win the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, like we're in here working hard. We're clubbing each other. We're wrestling. We're doing this stuff. But at the end of the day, we all want to, like, do it in a righteous way, I suppose. Man, it feels good being here. I did not think I was going to make it today. I had all kind of stuff come up. He's in on the leg again.
In deep on it.
Slip the heel. It is hard to slip the heels and stuff with things over your ankle too.
Anti.
You see the thing that's over his ankle there, the little sleeve?
Right.
Man, it is so hard when you have something like that on to, like, you can't rely just on sweat. It's got to be pure technique, pointing your toes, pulling the elbows, pulling the head, like framing right, pulling the right weight, the right pieces. He's going to start on the back.
And here we go with our next match with second match with overtime today so far. Seatbelt grip. We're looking for ride time or submission. Terrance is looking to get out as quickly as possible. If there is no submission after 3 overtime rounds, they calculate the ride time. Whoever controlled the position the longest will be your winner. And this looks to be nasty.
He's going to get the tap. It's odd to me to, like, see people pulling on that choking arm the way that they are instead of, like, popping the elbows up and, like, wiping their hips. But when you're in that position, you can't really see what's going on.
All right. Terrance has a very short window of time to get a submission as well. And as soon as Trent is able to
clear that elbow.
Yep. Really get his back off to the mats and clear the elbow, Terrance will not have an option to finish the match.
Good match.
Excellent match. High pace.
Second one finished in OT.
Congratulations, Trent Creech, moving on to the quarterfinals.
Good job, Trent.
Good job, Terrance. Excellent match. We are now moving on to our fourth bout of the day on this side of the bracket. We have Sean McClary from McClary Jiu Jitsu and Hayden Bryer. Hayden is a last-minute replacement, stepping in. We really appreciate him showing up, giving Sean a match right out of the gate. Sean is a very seasoned competitor. Competed in trials.
It's like grappling with an oak tree.
He is. Yeah, I like the step over here. Very Khabib-ish. Smish.
Smash.
Straight in the mount.
Punch choke.
And Sean has some, good leg entanglements. He's well-rounded in the leg game. Some good punch chokes.
He looks relaxed. He's like, yeah, my leg's in there, but my toes are strong. There's a tap.
And we get the straight ankle tap from there. Showing, just go ahead and showing how well-rounded he actually is. So 2 submissions and 2 matches going to overtimes. So I think we're getting, a nice well-rounded view of what these competitors have.
Who we got now?
Aladon Vassal and Andreas Lascano.
Let's go.
Oh,
never mind.
Nope. They pulled a different matchup. It is Colin Taylor and Court Shaw.
Oh, Court. From Legacy 31.
And Colin is out of Jacksonville Gracie Jiu Jitsu. Colin with a very good guard game and leg entanglement game. Says he has a trapdoor kind of game. And a special shout out to his daughter.
He's in on that leg.
Whoa. Tap, 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 tap. Wow, aggressive, fast leg lock. He tried to turn out of it. Court tried to turn out of it, just couldn't get his knee line free.
Happens to the best of us.
Excellent job, Colin, moving on to the quarterfinals.
Now it's Andreas and
Aladon. Andreas just basically came into town, decided that he would hop in, and he has hopped into a leg entanglement quite quickly.
There it is.
Wow, just another submission, leg submission from these 10th Planet Atlanta guys.
That was super quick. It's so easy to get caught in those legs that fast.
We have quite a few 10th Planet competitors here today. Some of them are teammates. In this match, we have Luke Rufo and Matthew DeWeese.
Are they teammates?
Luke and DeWeese are not. Luke is from Team Pedigo, and Matthew DeWeese is 10th Planet Jacksonville.
Listen up, Chad. I'm sitting here. I just holding a microphone looking at the camera. I'm making my boy Wesley here do all the work. He's having to flip through pages, mess with stuff. I just sat down and started talking. So,
well, we really only pay you to look pretty, so we're getting every penny.
Fail. Some wrestling going on, some framing and posting. Both guys just kind of looking for some nice little touches, pushing on the collarbones, filling each other out.
Well, I watched a few of Luke's matches before he came in today. Just really enjoy his style. He's forward, doesn't mind wrestling. Matches I've seen, good snap, some slide-bys. But he's not afraid to play guard when needed. Doesn't seem like it's his preferred choice, but always moving forward, very technical. Just some amazing matches that I've seen so far.
Heck yeah.
Matthew recently has competed in PGF. He was in the last tournament here. Beautiful armbar on a wrestler, D1 wrestler. Probably gave up about 50 pounds in that match as well. So he's game.
One skill that I really love is knowing when to scoot and when to shrimp. It's like sometimes guys will shrimp when they should scoot. Some guys scoot when they should shrimp. And he kind of has that down so that he can make his entries and keep someone in front of him. And I really like watching him grapple. He's on bottom here. Just easily back to guard. Got him back in front of his legs.
Just moves really well.
The hip dexterity. You know anything about that, Wesley?
I know I need new hips before I can get dexterity.
It's like he was looking for a Doris earlier. He's doing a good job of keeping the head curled in. I wish I could see how he was on the leg on the other side. What kind of...
It looks like he just has the ankle trap, but the knee line is out.
So I've seen guys try to hip in from here. And just put a ton of pressure to get them to move the way they want them.
Nice walk around. He trapped the legs, moved to north-south.
Now he's dealing with some pressure right back in front of the legs.
Might regard. Matthew is from 10th Planet Jacksonville, teammates with Markyle, who we saw earlier. And 10th Planet Atlanta, having Kevin, Terrance, and Aladam all here today, showing out. And then Gracie Jacksonville with Colin and Thomas competing today. So some high-level competitors, multiple coming out of each one of those gyms. Beautiful to see.
Everybody's so respectful. It's so quiet in here. Everybody's just watching the good grappling going on. Yeah, let's get noisy in that chat, guys. Let's talk about these matches. Let's hit the like button. Hit that heart there in the corner. Let us know that you like it. Let YouTube know that you like watching top-notch grappling on Kaysen Visual Productions.
Here in Douglas, Georgia at Force Invitational.
The old Force Invitational. Walt Montgomery does such a good job of matching these guys up and getting them together. Never would have thought that there would be such a high-level grappling event right here in Douglas, Georgia. Backwoods country.
And not just showing off your local talent, but really the talent from the region.
Yeah. It's people from everywhere. It's awesome.
And you get some of these guys who we know are killers in the gym who don't necessarily get to compete in a bunch of big tournaments. They get to throw their names in the hat here and match up with some high-quality grapplers and possibly make a name for themselves.
He's in on this arm.
Beautiful dive in for the Kimura grip.
I like the way he stood up and hooked it in and then turned his whole body to get there.
Oh, excellent job by Matthew running out, hitchhiking. And Luke just says, get off of me, play guard again.
The fact that he got in on that arm, lifted him, went for the attack the way he did. There was some high-level stuff going on here. Douglas, Georgia, the Force Invitational.
We're seeing the pace slow down a little bit. I imagine for Matthew it's a lot of work to keep this pace from the bottom.
I think this is just his style, though. He did this last time. And obviously, you don't want it to be this way, that hard, but I think that this is just, this is how he's used to getting it in, you know? Well, he surprised me last time with the win and then the movement, and here he is again. And these guys are bigger.
That was beautiful hook play. He pulled his guard back.
I'm telling you. I thought he was going for a ham sandwich earlier. Shout out to Jay Edwards doing such a good job as a ref. My man is in, watching the action, making sure these guys are safe. We here. What up, Solo?
If we didn't mention it before, I believe Matthew is a purple belt at 10th Planet, and so is Luke. He's a purple belt under Pedigo submission fighting.
Same team or?
No, different team.
Different team? Mm-hmm. One's 10th Planet.
Pedigo, Luke is Pedigo, submission fighting. Daisy Fresh.
And then Daisy Fresh. See, I'm just asking questions, make sure he's clarified, because
I read the notes.
I'm on the spectrum. A little bit of tism. That's why I can't hold papers. Some pressure here.
Luke is just really wrapping him up.
Dude, just having somebody that size sitting on your diaphragm and turning and attacking legs and getting in beautiful honey hole entry to, was that backside?
The heels
saddle?
Exposed on the backside. It slipped it. Might have slipped it.
Such
Push
a
the
good
off.
entry,
Wow.
and he's doing such a good job of
Great
keeping him from
defense.
getting
He's
his feet.
doing an amazing job reattacking.
Wow. Oh, he sent that. He was like, nope. Trying to send it.
Oh, wow.
My guy's got some good knees.
I was going to say, hopefully this headset muffles any pops.
Yeah.
So I won't have to hear anything.
Tried to D-knee that man.
Wow, straight into Ashi. Going belly down.
He's like,
Switching
here, I'm
off
going to
to his third
return the
ankle.
favor. Good job of clearing the knee line, getting his foot away.
Time.
That's time. We're going
8
into
minutes.
our third overtime.
This is our third overtime match.
I don't know where the scribbler is. The pencil. I sat down and everything on the table disappeared. That's the power of ADHD.
Can never find it when you need it. All right, Matthew starting the first to start off in the spider web armbar position. Luke out relatively quickly.
Wyatt doing the overtime. Found something to write with, I see.
Again, for those that don't remember, these overtime matches, if there isn't a submission, the ride time, how long you control the position, the tally at the end will determine the winner. So you're looking for fast escapes. It's going to be difficult for Matthew right now with that body lock. Excellent job trying to clear it. He recognizes it. Getting his head off to the side. Trying to get his back flat if he can and clear a hook.
He had a little bit longer ride time. Man, we over here in a furnace.
That's just because these matches are fire, as the youth would say. Little bit of confusion on the timing of the escape there.
He yelled Tom, and the other guy stopped defending, and it went into arm lock. He was like, okay. At least that's from where I was sitting behind this monitor. It's on the back. He's out. Quick escapes. Man, I don't know. I think that if he can survive,
This will be close.
like, his escapes are solid, dude.
It pays to be hard to kill.
It does. It's like he's trying to force the legs to be crossed.
Knocking him in there.
Truck
Hook
hook.
back in.
He's switching off. Looks like he's trying to switch off to a hug choke. Nice transition. And he's just, all he's got to do is hold him here until the time runs out. And if he can get that, then it's going to be hard. He'll
Excellent
have to
job staying on.
have to get to the finish next time.
Up. What a switch off. Excellent job by Luke to really stand up and get out of that, making it hard for Matthew to control it.
Matthew switching all over him. Back, hug choke, armbar.
I love seeing these overtime positionals. You really get to see how hard it is to finish these high-level competitors.
And it's from a weak position, too. It's like you're starting with them in a solid position to finish you.
You were supposed to lose.
Yeah. What up, chat? I see you guys down there. Let's get excited. Let's get some kind of hype train going or something. Be like, yeah. Just keep it going. Be interacting. Let's get Nate Kaysen on the map. Just you guys comment and make his channel grow. Shout out to Kaysen Visual Production, hooking this thing up. This would not be possible for you guys to see without Nate, so let's show Nate's channel some love, guys. If you're not following and subscribing, do that. Heart it. Luke. Winner in overtime.
Luke, moving on to the quarterfinals. Our last match. Last match of the first round. We have Travis Thomas.
And Kenji.
Travis from 10th Planet Decatur. 80cc Trials competitor.
Kenji's a good competitor, man, and a lot of people don't realize this or know this, but he's a old man in this thing. It's like I love watching him. I'm such a fan of Kenji because he's still out here doing the thing, and he's my age.
Quick takedown by Thomas. Travis. Kenji trying to control the head, but now off to pushing with that can opener. Will really put some pressure on your bottom player.
Travis stepping over in the mount. Looking for his laces now. He's just kind of trying to either lift the arms, flatten him out, just keep him flat, control his position, conserve some energy. Looks like he's looking for a hug choke. He's just trying to get that arm across, technically.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Monstrous, Monkey Sports, and Cargo Trailer for sponsoring this first round. Travis going to try to switch off to an arm bar here.
He has an arm trapped in his armpit.
Question is, can he secure it and convince Kenji to roll through, or is he going to try to finish it bottom down, belly down?
His arm is isolated. It's nice. He's strong here.
There we go. Great control of the far side shoulder, too. Going to make it very difficult for Kenji to turn in anymore. Triangle from the back.
It's not a lot of places Kenji can go from here.
Oh. Little bit of confusion there about what happened.
Jay was looking real close and went to
arm extended.
Kenji's hover tapping a couple of times, but did not tap. And Jay was good about not stopping this thing.
It makes me wonder if Travis is going to try to Americana lock this.
Looks like he's going for some kind of... I have no idea.
Very beautiful transition. Excellent control. Travis can really just take his time here till he figures out what he wants to do. No reason to burn out his legs and out squeeze the triangle. But Kenji's stubborn. He does not enjoy tapping. None of us really do.
I mean, he is out. The arm is still inside there.
And Kenji getting right back into it. Surviving. We might see a recentering here in just a second.
Jay watching the action here. Woo!
And Travis all over Kenji.
Jay found an opportunity to center our competitors back up. The transitions and stuff was awesome from here. I don't know if he's going to be able to lace this arm back in the way that he was. Nah. He's like, good enough. Good enough. He said, I'll start here.
Kenji controlling the head and arm here in a very unique way, making it difficult for Travis to get any kind of movement going on.
When you're built that long, making those grips that way, it's like, I'm just going to reach up and make this grip. It's insane, but it also seems like I'm just going to do this like so easy for them.
Brandon Brown in the comments section with a Kenji is a beast, might be the beast. You know, one thing I really admire about Kenji, we have quite a few of these local tournaments around, and his name is in the pot often. He really enjoys it, comes in, gives it his all. And like you said, he's not a young competitor anymore, but he is young at heart.
Stud.
And a stud.
Stud. I want to grow up to be like Kenji.
Three minutes left on the clock. Travis really just cooking him down a little bit right now, controlling
Beautiful
the arms.
Transitions. He is in trouble. There's a tap. My man just stayed on him. Transition, snuck the arms in, attacked the arms, transition to the back, finished with a choke. That was an exciting match. My dude put in work to get that win.
All right, Travis moving on to the quarterfinals, and we now at a 3-minute break.
3-minute break. There's the two commentators right there.
Hey, everybody.
What up, guys?
We would like to thank our sponsors, Honky Tonk and Dreaming on a Budget. Dreaming on a Budget, everything logistics. Dreaming on a Budget, we specialize in logistics tailored specifically for small businesses that create custom products. Our mission is to streamline your moving, housing, and supply needs so that you can focus on what you do. Honky Tonk Bar, country western bar with a little fancy service. 1005A North Patterson Avenue, Douglas, Georgia, United States. Come have a honky tonk time. We appreciate our sponsors really helping us put this on, showing out, providing the local area with some great quality grappling. So what's impressed you so far, Jimmy?
Man, just the quality of grappling that they have at the event. It's just the quality, man. Like, the guys show up, they put in the work, like they come here, and it's just all fun. Like, everything's just fun, man. Like, everybody has good energy, good vibes. I showed up late, and everybody was like, "Hey, Jimmy, good job." Like, good to see you. Like, the place just always feels so good. People show up in support. I think that's the biggest thing. I see a lot of guys try to put events on, and even the local guys don't support. It's truly amazing what Wyatt Montgomery has done with his event. Because if I could show you guys, like, the different angles here, you would see that there's a ton of people at this event. And these guys are just out here having fun, doing the things that they love, and that it gives them a chance to showcase what they've been working on. And I get to watch some jiu-jitsu safely from my chair.
With the good people I enjoy talking to around this area. Yeah, I mean, and it's nice to get to meet some of these people that you've heard of from around these areas that you know are, quality grapplers, but they're just never in the tournaments as we are. So Always enjoy seeing these high-level guys hop on. I've never had a chance to really in person watch Trent, Creech. I've seen Markyle once when I stopped by Jacksonville's gym, Jacksonville Gracie, and I think.
So what you're saying is you beat all of them. It wouldn't have been fair.
I think he was 9 then, and I think I thought he would beat me.
So what you're saying is it wouldn't be fair if you competed, is what you're telling me.
No, it wouldn't be fair for me to compete. Fair for them, absolutely.
Hey, guys, it really is a blessing to be able to do what we do. Sit over here and watch these guys compete. Watch everyone do what they do. I enjoy this more than you guys know. To get to sit here and talk about other grapplers and their craft and their art. And it's like everything that we do from this table is we get to do because you guys are out here putting your bodies on the line, showing up, doing this thing, and I love it so much. And I shout out to Wyatt Montgomery for putting this invitational on. Shout out to all the gym owners that support it. Next match is coming up.
We have Kevin Beuhring. But it looks like Markyle is moving through. I wonder if Jay had an injury.
I'm not sure. Hydro Tactical, I appreciate you.
Oh, no, it might have been, it was Markyle that won the match.
So what happened? Not sure what happened with the bracket here, guys.
I might have accidentally wrote down the wrong name. Happens.
Yeah, Markyle won with the Aoki lock.
Aoki lock, that's right.
Yeah. All right, we got our camera guy back.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We had a quick one. Match just starts, and that's the beauty and the danger of these leg entanglements.
Yeah, Markyle won his first match with Aoki lock.
And it looks like we're moving on to the next match, Trent and Sean, the preferred shirtless match. Strong tie-ups from these two.
I would 100% agree with you, Raymond Baldonado. Boy, got an Aoki. Some wrestling here, back and forth.
Oh, suicide drop. Coming up to his knee, Sean is. And I tell you what, Trent really does a great job with that whizzer, using it to try to hip toss his opponent.
He's trying to pull this arm out.
Sean looking to stay heavy on top, making it difficult to moving.
He's doing a good job of moving his body around to defend that Kimura. And now he's trying to take the back. He's trying to sit low and just get that arm in. Good wrist control to the back.
Behind the neck or under the neck already.
This is a good position for him for the finish. There's the tap.
Sean didn't really rush the squeeze, knew he had it, took his time. And that is a excellent tap against a very tough opponent.
My mind went out there. He said, I'm going to do some work. Both competitors doing work.
That means we will see Kevin Beuhring and Sean McClary in the semifinals.
Let's go. Who do we have coming up now?
We have Aladam and Colin. Colin got a quick submission in the first round. Pulled guard, looking to connect already. Aladam did too, as a matter of fact. In case we have not mentioned this before, is clearly an absolute bracket, regardless of belts or weight class. Anybody who wants it can come and get it. And we're seeing heavy pressure just to walk around the guard to north-south, making it very difficult for Colin.
Carla said, keep those legs away from KB. Just a little long here, dropping his hips, trying to steer the head with his hip a little bit. It's a good modified side.
Like I said, you're starting to see more and more of these high-level guys move to a north-south style passing position.
I'm tell you, north-south is probably, as a smaller guy, is probably one of my favorite positions. Period. Like, once you're there, if you literally you can hold a bigger guy down, just transition left-right, switching your hips.
I think Colin's going to have a difficult time here with that grip around the hip so strong.
It's also difficult for him to attack from there. So it's like you can smoke somebody from there. You can attack, but it's more difficult.
And that might be a strategy. You know, you have a pretty shifty guard player on bottom. Why not make them carry your weight, eat a little bit of the clock up?
Just staple them and make them carry it, make them tired. Yeah.
Because you definitely don't want them moving around when they're fresh. Most dangerous.
Kerry Blackburn. Anyone know the ranks of these guys?
Well, we have Aladam, who I believe is a brown belt, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have a chart on him, but Colin is a black belt out of Gracie Jiu Jitsu under Polaris, I believe.
Nice. So everywhere from purple to black? Or do we have a blue belt in there?
I don't believe I saw a blue belt on the list. I'm not sure what Markyle's official rank is with him being 14. He might just be a green belt, which everyone knows means you are an absolute killer at the age of 14.
Yeah, I think he's trying to walk over the arms and use his legs to kind of isolate, and then block the hips, just stapling, make him carry a ton of weight here, just to make him suffer, make him want to get out from under it, use energy trying to get up to make him tired, because this position is hard to move from. And it's like they're just slowly walking the arms up and isolating the arms with the legs and the body until you can attack them.
Look at the way he's just driving his toes in the mat, keeping that pressure into Colin. And again, just making Colin eat the weight, hoping to wear him down a little bit.
Grinding. Solo said, if he's not mistaken, Markyle is purple belt. It says his rank is a green on the piece of paper.
We're going to need Brian Brown back in the chat to confirm.
Brian Brown, confirm. Is his belt truly green? Man, these competitors just grinding. I'm tired over here from the booth.
And that is a very interesting grip Colin has on that bottom leg, trying to bring that knee, or trying to bring that foot up towards his shoulder, creating, I'm sure, a lot of pressure.
I've seen guys attack the arm from there, like pushing it in, and then I've seen other guys get their knee messed up from that same position. So...
when you see these guys on bottom that just eat it for 4 or 5 minutes and then they come back out, escape, get back on top, it's just the strength you have to have mentally to grind that out, to just know you're going to eat this until that one moment you have that slips and your opportunity to make a move. And he tried to generate a little momentum there because he's just not going to be able to push him off. He's too technical, too much size difference. he's going to need to create a little momentum or hope that Aladam makes a mistake.
He's doing a good job of checking that hip.
Here
as soon
we
as I
go.
say it, the movement opens up. As soon as I say, man, he's doing a good job of checking his hip, he lets it go, and now they're back neutral.
And you see, just being patient, looking for that small window, capitalizing. Excellent job by Colin.
Looking to work. Work. Baseball slide.
Fast dive through.
It's not blocking that inside knee. Hip up. Here he comes. He's doing a good job of stretching his legs out and stopping any entries on his own legs. That is somebody that has trained with somebody who's gets their legs attacked regularly. The fact that he was flattening out and making it so they couldn't lift his legs or like curl in to lift. And he's back in that modified position where he's holding the hip and stopping him from putting his legs back in front. It feels like this has been forever. These guys are just sitting there. And there's only 8-minute matches.
And an 8-minute match in this scenario is rough. It really tests you.
What do you think you would be looking to do from this position?
I just don't want to be flat. Being flat and stuck on bottom, the game's really not progressing. Obviously, you're less likely to get submitted, but to make something happen, I'm just looking to get my hips angled off so that I can either turn into him or away. A big fella like that getting on my back, though.
10 seconds.
We're on our final countdown. Both shooting in for some legs, trying to get a quick one. And I do believe we're going to end up in our overtime setting. Hey, I tell you, Colin did an amazing job. And so did all of them. Passed a guy with a great guard multiple times, was able to really sink his weight in, make it difficult for Colin, especially when it came to leg attacks, trying to shut that down. Colin opts for the back and the seatbelt grip. Travis has had his matchup already, B-Mac. Travis, with a submission of Kenji Griffin in the first round, has made it to the quarterfinals. He'll be coming up in about the next match against Luke Rufo from Daisy Fresh.
Good escape. He's taking the back.
And you just know these 10th Planet schools have this EBI overtime rule set drilled into them. Really work on it a lot, especially in any of the matches that they're in, and that is going to be a tight body lock from the back.
Switching to this body lock was definitely
going to increase his ride time here, if not allow him to just control the position, get the rear naked
he's
ultimately.
looking for an arm in.
Looking to hand fight, strip the hands down so he can slide under the chin.
Dude is like, sometimes you just gotta goon this thing.
Travis did an excellent job maintaining control.
And
there we have Aladam with the tap. Great match. Good effort by Colin. That body lock on the back was just going to really lock him in, make it difficult for him to escape. Next on the mat, Luke Rufo from Pedigo Submission Fighting. And we have Travis Thomas from 10th Planet Decatur. BMAC in the chat.
Last one from the quarterfinals, we have Luke versus Travis.
Travis controlled the match against Kenji, really dominating the position. Ended up taking a triangle from the back. Did he finish with a rear naked?
He had a couple of arm lock attempts, but he did finish with a rear naked choke. And Markyle is definitely a green belt. Brian Brown just let the world know.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, sir. All right, both competitors standing here, facing off, a little wrestling.
You know, and Luke had a tough match earlier.
Aggressive.
Really went into multiple overtimes. So interested to see if that plays any role. Doubt it. These guys are conditioned athletes. Competed at high level quality tournaments. Interested to see this matchup between these two. Luke is a blue belt world champion for IBJJF. Pan's champ in the gi. Has a couple of MMA wins, 0 losses. Interesting thing about Travis is he's white to brown in 3 years. The dedication it takes
to do something like that. It can be done. Hanging on his collar, tie, fighting, hand fighting. They're looking to gain this position.
Travis said he'd like to shout out G3 Solar, HNF, and his beautiful girlfriend.
A little feint takedown here. Both guys just pushing each other back and forth. Nobody's really trying to do anything other than just win that small hand fight, small gestures. Like those things matter so much for the position, for your snap downs and your shots. And it's looked like neither one of them's willing to really go all in until they get that position that they want. Both guys looking for that. It looks like there's mercy grip here. Oh, there's a shot.
Excellent shot.
Beautiful shot.
Looking to turn Luke. And again, Luke showing that he is capable of playing guard. Against Matthew earlier, he didn't really get a chance to show that off. But Luke is very well-rounded. The matches I've seen, he prefers just to wrestle and be on top.
Back to the feet.
It's really interesting to be in the room with this level of quality grapplers in a match and to hear how quiet it is compared to a lot of the tournaments and matches you see where people are shouting on the sidelines, giving direction. It's just a really beautiful way to watch these competitors and show off the skill that they have.
That's what I love about these events, though, is that the coaches can just talk real calmly to their athlete and be like, hey, I need you to point your head. If you're going to collar tie on the crown. They can just sit here and tell them the things that they see in a calm manner without screaming over everybody in the room.
Travis doing a great job controlling the head, making it difficult for Luke to finish any of those attempts to shoot or grab for a single. And I've seen Luke hit quite a few good slide-bys with that grip off of a collar tie. So we're interested to see if Travis presses in enough for Luke to give that a shot.
I'm really enjoying both guys wrestling, though. Like their style of wrestling. One guy has like this traditional like shot style. Well, like one has a Greco style where they're like standing tall and like reaching under with their hands, trying to fight, trying to keep everything up top. Other guys level changing, looking for the shots, looking for the outsides, looking for the slide bys, the trips. It's like really fun to watch. Both guys showing respect to one another.
Hey, and you get to get up right in the action here. You are practically on the sidelines. If you're here at these matches, you might get a little more than you expect if you're not paying attention. Can be dangerous being over by the wall. I think I heard we had 3 minutes left.
I'm not sure. I was caught up in this match. The head positioning and just everything is just one of these things where all of it matters so much. And a guard pull.
Nice dive through coming up on top.
Had to look at that anaconda for half a second.
Quick scramble. Now we're looking at Luke having his leg laced over the top there. Makes you wonder if he's going to try to invert for a jabroni-style entry. Try to hit this false reap. Look at the way that Travis shuts that down by posting on the forehead. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful Darce entry off of that. Oh, no, he's at an anaconda entry, isn't he? Oh, wow. That's how tight it was.
Super quick.
Super quick. Wow, congratulations to Travis with that. Looked like that anaconda off of that leg entry. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Travis moving on to the semifinals.
That roll right over the top to the finish, to the kill. Man of my own heart with that kill.
Wow. Excellent job. So we have our semifinal matchups ready. We should be taking a short 3-minute break here, but we have actually semis. We have Kevin Beuhring and Sean McClary. In our second match, we'll have Aladon Vassal versus Travis Thomas.
Let's take a moment to speak about our sponsors. We have Monkey Sports, Outlaw Cargo Trailers, Honky Tonk Bar, Serotonin Tattoo Parlor. It's that Dreamin' Budget. Is that what that is? Everything Logistics. And Monster. How do you say this again? Monstrosity? Did you figure it out?
I don't know if I figured it out, but I said it. Monstrous.
Monstrous. I cannot say this word, so forgive me. But it's a strength school. Anybody in the chat, type out how you think that's supposed to sound and let us know. Get back to us like do the thing that you would do, how you would read the sound out thing.
Phonetically.
Yeah, phonetically. Look at the teacher sitting next to me.
For Serotonin Tattoo Parlor, owned and operated by Sarah and Tony Wood. Serotonin Tattoo Parlor is a laid-back, kid-friendly tattoo and piercing shop located in Braxton, Georgia.
And then we have the famous No Name Bar, who I failed to mention earlier. But if you want to go to a bar, sounds like a good place to go. The No Name Bar.
We have our Outlaw cargo trailers. Our goal is to Outlaw Super Center is to provide the best product on the market at affordable prices. Check out Outlaw Super Center. Monkey Sports. Welcome to Monkey Sports, your ultimate online store for high-performance gear designed to help you excel in jiu-jitsu, MMA, boxing, and wrestling. Whether you are in need of top-quality no-gi rash guards, durable MMA kickboxing shorts, or professional-grade wrestling singlets, we've curated a section that meets your needs.
You have such a nice radio voice. Very nice, clear, crystal clear radio voice. You got a face for radio too.
If you're going to talk that sweet to me, you're going to have to take me out to dinner later. Yeah, I'm not that easy.
Okay.
All right, we should have an updated bracket for you to be able to see. We have had some excellent matches so far. A few going into overtime, some quick kills in the process.
That's what our bracket looks like so far.
I'm going to be honest. If you'd asked me who our Final Four was going to be, this was my Final Four pick. Sean McClary, Kevin Beuhring, Adam Vassell, and Travis Thomas.
Let's go.
And we have our first match ready to go. Show the screen. Yep, let's get it going. Here we are. Kevin's opting to pull. Sean doing a good job not getting his too engaged into the legs early.
Nate got back on that camera quick. Doing a good job here at the Force Invitational.
Looks like Sean's strategy is going to be to entangle the legs. Try to take that option away from Kevin, which I imagine a lot of people have tried over time with not very much success. See how Sean gets it done.
He's doing a good job of not letting Sean push his knees together. Sean was trying to push the foot, try to get the knee to fold so he could push them together. Kevin was like, nope, not today. See how he's tying him up, clawing, and then he's going to pull the knee and stretch him out and then climb. That's what Sean's looking to do, I believe. Little mule kick passing, and Kevin's like, nope. Where you going? Nowhere.
Excellent leg entry into an Ashi there.
Step right into
Sean's
that.
able to clear. This is very dangerous. Oh, like I said, Sean is a skilled grappler.
Tap.
Just could not free the knee line fast enough. And Kevin Beuhring moving on to the finals.
Kevin with a nice heel hook.
Excellent heel hook in transition. Entry into Ashi. And here we go. Already into our second semifinal match. Adam Vassell versus Travis Thomas. 2/10th Planet.
Moving right along.
Good head positioning.
That shallow. Yeah. So you say that shallow underhook there is about to cause him some pain.
Nice.
Good entry.
Oh.
Good
Ducked
wrestling.
right under.
Boom.
Straight on top in the mount.
He's got a good bite on this arm, trying to just keep it lifted so he can kind of climb. He's pulling on the shoulders, climbing.
Trying to almost offer a chair sit there. Looked like he had just a little bit of space, and he might still have the option depending on.
He's framing on the hips and trying to stop so he can turn in. He's on the back. Beautiful transition to the back.
We might end up with a recenter here shortly.
I think when the arm clears, Jay's gonna recenter him.
He's trying to let the attack go on as long as he can without having to stop the match. And time. We're going to reset, which was the right thing to do. It was just a little bit of hand fighting going on at the moment.
100%. Dave Kyle said Kevin's a menace on those legs. Super clean, well done from the Banks family. All right, he got his positioning back on the back. They just centered him up. Jay's going to look at the hand positioning and make sure everything's right. Told him to go. Those restarts, it's your job as a competitor to make sure you get your positioning and your advantage back.
Never rely on the ref.
Never. Make sure you go, nope. This is where we were.
Be your biggest advocate.
100%. Because people are just going to let you. If it looks good, the ref's going to be like, it's good. And here you are having to work to get that position again or get out of a worse position than you was in. Tap on the rear naked.
With the rear naked. That body lock was just insane.
And he finished with the feet on the floor, too. So
he did.
It's crazy.
Now we have Travis moving on to the finals. Guys, we will be taking a 15-minute break before our final match between Kevin Beuhring and Travis Thomas. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors, Monkey Sports, Monstrous Fitness, Strength, and Performance, Cargo Trailer, Honky Tonk Bar, Dreaming on a Budget, Outlaw Cargo Trailers, Serotonin Tattoo Parlor, Famous No Name Bar. Thank you all so much for everything you do, especially for helping us put on this event and support these athletes and support Force. If you are in the Douglas area, please make sure that you take some time to go visit these sponsors. Let them know where you saw them. Let them know that you were in the feed and decided to give them some support for giving us some support. We really appreciate them, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, guys, let them know. Let them know that where you heard it, where you seen it. Go visit them. That way they continue to sponsor this great grappling event. We got Wyatt Montgomery with the Force Invitational throwing his thing on. Jay Edwards supporting, coming and reffing. Nate Kaysen from Visual Productions showing up, making sure that I get time on the mic. I get to sit in front of the camera with this pretty dude right here. Right? Guys, show support, because I'm telling you, you do not just get this anywhere. This is one of those things where a lot of work, a lot of effort goes into it, and we get to reap the benefits of all of these other guys' hard work by sitting at home, getting to watch some of the greatest, best grappling matches of all time, right? Right here in our region. Where are we at? South Georgia?
We are in South Georgia here at Douglas Force Jiu Jitsu. Owner, lead coach, competitor, Wyatt Montgomery.
He's kind of standing behind me over my shoulder a little bit. I'm a little nervous.
Well, he's always behind me, taking my back and choking me.
What's up, guys?
Y'all throw some support to Wyatt in the chat there. Let him know you appreciate him putting this on, taking the time to put it together, throwing it up on YouTube for free so that you don't have to drive anywhere and save some gas money in this economy.
Didn't charge you a thing to show up and put this event on. Show some love to Kaysen Visual Productions, guys. Like, share, get it out there. Comment, subscribe, do all those things, because Nate makes absolutely nothing doing this. By the time he drives, sets up, buys new gear, all that, he makes nothing. So you guys show support by hitting that like button, showing some love to Nate in the chat, comment. You see his stuff pop up, you show the man some love, because he is a part of every major grappling event that I know of. He, in some way, form, or fashion. He was down helping with the PGF last time. He was at the ADCCs. Like, this man is showing up, putting in the work, and I'm very proud to be a part of what he's doing. We got our competitors getting ready. They're over there wrestling and talking and doing different things. Just getting ready, getting their minds right to put on a show for us, and I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This is the first time that Kevin and Travis have ever competed against each other. And so I imagine there's a lot of hype potentially around this match, being that nobody has seen it yet. I'm not even sure. I'm sure they've trained together at some point, I would imagine. But I know they have not competed. So in the chat, drop your pick. Who do you have? Do you have Kevin Beuhring pulling it out? If so, are you going with legs? Is he taking the bat with choke? What about Travis? Travis has been very skilled today, really just dominating, taking a positional advantage and getting his chokes.
Let us know what you think, guys. Let us know. And
I'll make my pick after.
Let him win and then be like, that's who I knew. I knew it. That's the guy.
Well, biggest winner, all of us, getting to see this whole bracket, getting to see this as a final. We would have been happy with any of those final four. Great competitors, but this is going to be a special match.
Here's the thing, guys. We got this match going on. This is the first time these guys ran into each other, which is kind of strange considering how much these guys compete and stuff. And we brought it to you right here, the Force Invitational. So, hey, I'm glad. We got people coming in, waving us down, trying to get on the booth. We got Nate Kaysen sitting here beside us.
What's up?
He's the man that made all this possible. Guys, I'm excited. I'm ready to see this match. We got Kevin and Travis. The final thing is going down right here in Douglas, Georgia, and I cannot praise all the coaches and all the people, all the competitors enough to make this thing happen. So shout out to all the coaches, all the gyms. I'm so glad to be a part of a group of guys that are all in the same area, that are not fighting amongst each other and talking about this gym or that gym. They all just show up and support. They showed up and supported Wyatt's event. They show up and support the SMI. Like, these guys just care about grappling and care about the community, and they are all just showing up and trying to make South Georgia better. So being a part of it is pretty amazing. Truly is amazing.
Well, being able to watch them go after one another, really putting in their effort to finish these matches with submissions, hop off the mat and see all of them collective together, sharing tips, sharing stories, smiling, having a good time. Those are things that, we want to promote and build in this community, and I'm just happy to be a part of it too.
Man,
being able to see this.
As soon as the matches are over, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I hope you can, but it went wild. Like, there's so much chatter and talk now. Everybody's talking about the matches. The energy in this room. You could hear a pin drop earlier, and now everybody's just like, "Hey, man!" They're hugging and high fiving. It truly is like amazing to see people come together for something like this and be here and just doing the thing. And a lot of times, guys, we try to get as like accurate of information as we can. We're trying to do better. Every single time we're trying to get better at this. This is me learning and practicing. I'm hoping one day that this can turn into something big for me, because I enjoy it so much. It'd be fun to just go around and talk about other people and watch them grapple and get to be sitting ringside, mat side, whatever, watching this stuff go down. So I'm excited.
Me too. We're going to take about a 5-minute break or so, and we'll hop back on before the match begins.
Blow up the chat. Let us know what you guys blow up the chat. Let us know who you guys think is going to win, how they're going to win, why they're going to win. Yeah, man, blow us up. I'm telling you, drop them hearts, hit them likes. Let's get Nate known. Let's grow this channel, man. It's important. Hey, bud. Good work, man. Nate. Is there a channel that's muted?
I can mute them.
Wyatt Montgomery wanted to make sure that this Force Invitational 2 was dedicated to Sam Morris. He was a member here at Force Jiu Jitsu, and just wanted to dedicate this to him. So shout out to Sam and his family.
We have approximately, 5 minutes left before we start? Well, this has been I would argue, the second biggest thing for jiu-jitsu on YouTube since
the first one.
I was going to say Craig Jones Invitational, but yeah, the first
no,
one
man,
too.
What's that?
Well, apparently it was about $1 million showdown for a couple of young athletes. We don't have $1 million, but we got some moolah here ready to go out to the winner. $1,600 winner take all between Kevin and Travis when we kick off. Again, we're going to have a 10-minute final. So extra 2 minutes for these guys to get a chance to get the kill. It seems like these semifinals, everybody's itching a little more for that cash because the submissions came a little bit quicker than the first couple of rounds. So very interested to see where we go from here.
Dude, let's talk about jiu-jitsu for a second, though.
Oh, it's blowing up.
Just a few years ago, it was unheard of for people to get paid to compete in jiu-jitsu. All the tournaments around was like pay to play, and you won a medal. And now you have events like the Force Invitational, the PGF, the CJI. Also, for the record, I think a lot of people are saying CGI. And it is CJI.
And I probably said CGI.
No.
I'm watching too many damn movies, and it is the Craig Jones Invitational CJI.
CJI. Us country folks don't know how to talk, man. But no, like, think about that, though. Like, now you're seeing these smaller tournaments pop up all over the place where there's like $400 or $500, $600 there. This one is $1,600. $1,600. I had to look over and make sure my numbers were correct, but there's $1,600 on the line today, and somebody's going to be going home with that money. And just think about that. If you get really good at jiu-jitsu, you can now get to one of these major platforms and make a living doing it. I think that people talk a lot of junk about your Craig Jones and your Gordon Rhines and your people like that, but they were good for the sport.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you get eyes on something, it's going to be good for the sport. I don't know if there's negative publicity that ultimately ends up going bad, but, if you get people watching it, turn more eyes to it. Really, we believe in this sport. We believe in this art. We want more people to do it. If we have to, turn it into a little bit of a TMZ episode where there's a little back and forth and some drama involved. That's just good TV.
I'm here for it.
And you're right. Before these athletes would have to rely on becoming a world champion just to be able to sell some seminars, just in order to make some DVDs that they hope might sell. They were not getting paid from these competitions they were winning. They were just getting the notoriety and the names. So it is nice to see. Wrestling has gone through that for a very long time. It was all about the Olympics. Didn't really get paid to be an Olympic
Isn't
champion.
That the biggest scam on the planet?
I know. And so, we're looking at now grappling really developing into a professional sport. And, it's really encouraging those wrestlers to come over to jiu-jitsu, and it's encouraging jiu-jitsu to have to adapt to these amazing wrestlers. We're just getting a hell of a quality of a product now that we haven't seen necessarily before. All styles have used some combination of another style, but in the realm of, I guess, mixed martial arts, grappling has adapted to that as well.
I think that the Olympics is crazy because it's for pride, not prize. Pretty much, you get a gold medal, but you don't really get anything in return. You got boxers in there getting beat up. You got like all kinds of stuff showing up, like people showing up and dedicating their lives to like show up for their country and pride, and they're not getting paid. And then you got people like Craig putting on an event and going, here's this prize. Oh, somebody's walking away with that. All of that, somebody's walking away. Matter of fact, I gotta go. Matter of fact,
what was that bar? What was the bar that we were? We will see y'all at Honky Tonk Bar just shortly.
Bar.
What's going on here? Stephen Aiken says, "Dream, hey coach."
What up, coach?
About time.
Man showed up for the main event. He's like, we here now. What he gonna do?
Mr. Main Event. And speaking of main event, here we go. Kevin Beuhring. Travis Thomas. Big hug. Followed up by a hand slap and some potential violence, we hope.
Some potential violence.
All right, put it in the chat. Who you got your money on? Let's get the camera going. Go.
Let's see if our camera's going. There we go.
Might want Nate. There we go.
Oh, Nate's camera is not doing the thing.
All right. A few technical difficulties with one of the cameras, but we see Kevin trying to scramble up on top here. Travis falling back to play guard. Looks like he has a knee shield with what looks to be a version of reverse De La Riva. Kevin sitting back onto the leg. Into Ashi. See if he can. Oh, he's exposed the heel.
Oh, there's a tap.
And a quick turn. Wow, fast tap. Travis just could not back out fast enough. Spin to get it.
Quick work for a $1,600 winner. Let's go.
Kevin Beuhring, congratulations. Force Invitational 2 winner, $1,600 in his pocket.
Hey, do you got your wireless mic, sir? Ask this man some questions. You don't?
And unfortunately, we don't have a mic to interview Kevin for today.
We're going to invite him over here to the desk. Kevin! We're going to invite this man over here, let him talk. Kevin is on another level, according to Stephen Aiken. Man showed up, showed out, put in work, took that $1,600. He's probably going to go to the no-name bar later.
Well, I tell you what I really loved about it. He came up to the pass, right? There was a...
Go ahead.
Travis was doing an excellent job trying to keep some space between him, having his knee wedged in, and Kevin just took what was available, the knee right in front of him.
Here he comes now. Oh, we see them shorty shorts there, Wesley. That man showed up, showed out.
Thank you. Do I put this on?
Yeah, go ahead. Dude, walk us through what happened today. How you feel?
I feel fucking terrible. Got the flu Wednesday.
Oh, no.
Probably shouldn't be talking into this mic. Wanted to throw up every single one of my matches. Just so thankful for my support system, my team, Sean, for helping me through this shit. I feel like I'm about to fucking pass out right now.
My man's tired. It was an amazing show, man, today. Worked through the brackets, watching you do work. Stephen Aiken here says you on another level. Man showed up with the flu, doing work still.
I love the dream. Love the dream.
Well, congratulations on your win. Is there anything else you want to say, man?
Yeah, just thank you to everyone who got me through this week, because this was a tough one. You know, I came in at 60%, but he gave the 100% of that 60%, so I'm very proud of myself. And thank you, guys.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for showing up at the Force Invitational. You're good, man. Hey,
make sure you wash your hands.
Yes, sir. You guys showing up and putting this show on is what this is all about, buddy. Good stuff. Well, that was it, guys. That was the Force Invitational Part 2. It was dedicated to Sam. Sam Morris, guys. We lost him. He was at work and stuff. So, yeah. Force Invitational 2. Here we are. My man Kevin took home the $1,600 prize. Any last thoughts, Mr. Wesley?
Well, just happy to be a part of this. Really appreciate, Nate helping set all this up. Wyatt put it together, really, coordinating with the athletes, making sure athletes. That's the country thing you were talking about earlier. Athletes. So putting on a good show for us, allowing us to come and be a part of it. Just really appreciate having the time here and being around this community. So please follow us at Blackwater Jiu Jitsu, Wesley Sweat.
Tech Center, Mixed Martial Arts, Eastman, Georgia.
And we will see you at the next event.
Yeah. Also, just to let you guys know, I really appreciate you guys letting me do what I do, come here and talk and act like I know what I'm talking about. We mess up intentionally, get chat going sometimes. That's not true. I'm just making stuff up to cover up all of our mistakes. But, guys, we had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Y'all have an amazing day. Peace.